If you like. Hey guys and girls, it's Russ from russhowpti.com. Today's video, the mind-muscle connection. What is it? How do you use it? Is it even real? Well, the simplest definition in terms I can give you as to what this is, the mind-muscle connection is your ability to zone in on a specific muscle while you train it. And doing so, legend has it, will increase the results that you get from that training session. One of my website members, Jack, got in touch this week and he said, Russ, I've heard a number of guys in my gym talking about this over the last few months. Is it real? Should I be doing this, or is it just gym myth? Well, today we're going to find out. So can you really stimulate more muscle fibers just by concentrating on a muscle while you train it? This first started back in the 60s and 70s, early old school bodybuilding days. If you've seen Pumping Iron with the likes of Arnold and Franco Columbu, they'll often refer to this mind-muscle connection. But how true is it? I mean, until recent times, it's been something which has been put down to just bodybuilding folklore, myth. There was no real truth behind it. That all changed in 2012 when a team of researchers from the University of South Carolina upstate performed a study to test this exact theory out. During the study, the researchers had the subjects performing two different things to test this theory. The first of which was 3 sets of bench press using 50% of their 1 rep max. So think a weight that you could get around 15 to 20 reps with. The second of which was 3 sets of bench press using 80% of their 1 rep max. So a heavier weight, think about 7 to 8 reps and you'd be along the right lines. And what they did here was, during each of the 3 sets, with the lightweight and with the heavyweight, they give them 3 different instructions. The first set, they were told to just do the set. The second set, they were told to focus on their chest as they lifted the weight. And the third set, they were told to focus on their triceps as they lifted the weight. And the results speak volumes. Now, during that second set, when they were told to focus on their chest, they noticed that the muscle activity within the pecs increased by 22%. During the third set, when they were told to focus more on their triceps as they lifted the weight, muscle activity in the triceps went up by 26%. So there you have it. The mind-muscle connection is not only real, it's a very effective tool and it can be used. But before you go run to the gym to do this, Jack, one very important thing that you've got to know about this study is that when they tried doing it with the heavier weight, the 80% of their 1 rep max, the results were significantly less. So this tells us one very important thing. Focus on using the mind-muscle connection when you're doing higher rep work. The study confirms that it's much more effective, and one of the reasons why it wasn't as effective during the lower rep work is because the weight was too heavy. When the weight is too heavy, it's very hard to focus just on one specific body part. Say if you're doing a bench press, it's very hard to just focus on your pecs because you're going to have all these other muscles trying to come in to help you. Your body's going to be recruiting as many muscle fibers as it can in the immediate area just to get that bar back up. So you're going to have your shoulders getting involved, your triceps getting involved, even your lats to a certain degree to steady the bar as you lower it. So that's why it became harder for them to do that. Whereas with the lighter weight and the higher reps, they were able to just focus on squeezing their pecs as they pushed the bar up, and they got much better results that way. So if you're looking to increase your mind-muscle connection, higher rep work is the way to go. Okay, so there may be a number of you out there now thinking, how do I actually use this? What should I be doing in my workout to get the most out of this? Well, when I first started the YouTube page, I did a video on this showing 2 tips. I'm going to show you them again now because I think at last check, the channel has got about 10,000 subscribers. It's grown an awful lot. There's probably many of you guys out there now watching this video that didn't see the one I did when I very first started, so I'm going to show you them now. The first tip, very easy, old school bodybuilding tip. Whatever muscle you're working, imagine it filling with blood as you're training. That's what happens when you get pumped up, right? Blood rushes to the muscle. So if I'm doing bicep curls, I'm imagining my bicep is filling up with blood. Even if I'm not looking at it, I'm imagining it as I'm doing every single rep. And by doing that, you just learn to focus on the muscle, not even looking at it, but I can feel it every time. And every time I train biceps, that's what I do, no matter what exercise it is. And it just increases that mind-muscle connection. You feel every rep a lot more. The second tip, This is one that I like to teach my clients. It's one that I use. Rather than giving you something to imagine as you're doing it, I'm going to give you something to feel. This is what I like to do to teach the mind-muscle connection. First of all, it's much easier to do it if you focus on an isolation exercise, not a compound. Okay, first time you do it, it's much harder if you go with something like bench press, where, like I was saying, your shoulders will try to get involved, your triceps, your lats. Focus on something like dumbbell flies. Or if you did it for legs, don't do a squat, do leg extension or leg curl. So you can just focus on one muscle, right? So today, if you imagine I'm lying on a bench, I'm going to do some dumbbell flies. So I've got my arms out in position. What a lot of people do, they tense their arms and it takes the focus off their chest. They sort of bring it in. They do this on the pec deck as well. It's more arms and shoulders. How many times I've heard guys saying, I just feel the pec deck in my shoulders. This will correct it for you, okay? So imagine your arms are just dead. They're just sticks coming out of my body, okay? What I want you to do is just focus on squeezing your pecs. Ready? I'm going to do this now. Do this along with me at home. You feel like... Now you notice what happens to my arms when I do that. I'm just squeezing the pecs. But my arms are coming in anyway, and that's a dumbbell fly. So if I have some light dumbbells in my hand, just focus on doing that. Now you will still, with a weight, you will still have to use your arms a little bit. You'll not be able to get it all the way up by just tensing your chest like that, but that's a good start position. Start every rep by doing that and get as far as you can before you have to grip the weights hard and just get that last bit out. Okay, and that will just teach you how to do that on every body part. Do it at home now with no weights. Just try it now. And you'll notice that when you tense your chest, your arms naturally want to come in and do a dumbbell fly motion. That's the mind-muscle connection. So there you have it. Mind-muscle connection is not only real, it's a very useful tool for you to use. I hope this video has helped you. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Hey guys, before I go, I just want to say thank you for supporting these videos that I make and the website that I run. If you like the tips that I give out and my training programs, please do me a favor, subscribe to my YouTube channel for free and hit the link to go over to my website and get on my free email newsletter so I can send you tips straight from my gym, straight into your email inbox. Thanks a lot guys, it means a lot that you watch my channel. Bye bye. Are you feeling that? I'm feeling that.